Law number 14, the law of customers. Employer branding isn't just about recruiting, but recruiting is always its first customer. Corporate branding has a lot of impacts, everything from helping increase interest and investment to increasing interest in the products. But who is corporate branding's first customer? The company itself. That means focusing less on individual teams or products and focusing on making the company look attractive. Consumer branding has a lot of impacts, everything from increasing the stock price to generating interest in working there, but consumer branding's first customer is the consumer. Their focus is first, second, and always on generating new customers and keeping the customers they have. So before I reveal the obvious third part of that idea, I feel the need to wade into the question of where should employer branding live? Last time I checked, 55 to 60% of employer brand functions lived within talent acquisition, and 30 to 35% live in marketing, with the handful of others sitting in comms. Now, there are really, really good arguments for each one of those decisions. You can make a solid case that employer brand requires a marketing brain to do good work, that marketing tools are more useful to the employer brand owner. And I get that. But I also buy the idea that living in talent acquisition means a closer relationship with recruiters and candidates, that ideas are more likely to be accepted if they come from someone in TA in a form that TA is used to. And there's a strong argument that employer brand is a kind of communication to and about employees, and so it should live in comms. And I'll mentally put some asterisks next to comms based on personal experience, but I also know that my personal experience was not the norm. Those arguments focus on function. For my money, because employer brand is such a big job with a million ways to do it, see the law of options, what matters is the person in the role. If it's someone who has marketing skills, they do the most good sitting in TA. It's the fastest way to level up on recruiting thinking and ensure that good work gets adopted by the recruiting team. If they were a recruiter, they need to live in marketing to get a crash course on how marketing thinks and moves. But in the end, what matters most is who the customer is. And in employer branding, while there are many, many knock-on effects, the first customer is always the candidate and future employee. Sure, strong employer branding can increase morale. It can increase advocacy. It can create stronger connections between recruiters and hiring managers. Just take a look at the ebook on the proof of employer brand works. Check out DIYemployerbrand.com/proof. But all that takes a backseat to one simple idea. Are you helping people understand who you are, what you offer, and how you're different so that they can make an informed decision about applying and accepting a role there? All the good you're trying to do for the company starts with that simple idea.